My name is Gregory Gómez, and I'm of the Lipan and Mescalero Apache people, and I would like to share my daughter's favorite story. Well, one of them. And this is about Little Turtle and Coyote. In our traditions, Coyote is a phenomenal human being. He is directly tied to Creator, and we have a lot of teaching stories that are based on Coyote and the rest of creation. So one day, Coyote was out running around. It was a beautiful day, beautiful afternoon. Sun was shining, sky was blue, clouds, and Grandmother Turtle and all the little turtles were in the creek. And Grandma said, "Grandchildren, it's a beautiful day outside. Let us swim out of the river, out of this creek, go up on the bank and enjoy." And so it was. Grandmother swam, and all of the little grandchildren followed Grandmother, and they went up the bank. And little bitty baby turtle, being the smallest one, was slower, finally got up on the bank, and it was sniffing the flowers and looking at the clouds and talking to the ant people and just having a wonderful time. But all of a sudden, little bitty baby turtle turned around and looked around and looked around, and Grandma and all of the other little children were gone, and started crying and crying and crying. And Coyote had heard this funny little sound. So he sat down and zeroed in where the sound was coming from. Got up and ran, and then sat down, listened again, got up and ran, sat down and listened, and he got up and he ran right up to little bitty baby turtle, who was just crying and crying and crying. And Coyote came right up and said, "Little turtle, I love the way you sing." Coyote, don't be silly. I'm not singing. I'm crying. Grandma's lost. "Little turtle, I said I love the way you sing. And if you tell me one more time that you're crying and not singing, I'm going to eat you right up." Wait, you go ahead, Coyote, and eat me. And I'm going to bounce around in your stomach like a hard rock, and you're going to die. Coyote jumped back. He didn't think Little Turtle was going to speak to him like that. "Aren't you afraid of me, huh?" Coyote, Grandma said not to be afraid of nobody. "Well, how about a bear comes along with those big jaws and smushes down on you? Wouldn't you be afraid then, huh?" Coyote, Grandma said, "Bear's teeth would break on my hard shell." Grandma said so. "Huh? Well, how about a mountain lion comes along with those long claws and grabs at you? Wouldn't you be afraid then?" Coyote, Grandma said, "Lion's claws are break on my hard shell." Grandma said so. "Huh? So you're not afraid of me? You wouldn't be afraid of bear, and you wouldn't be afraid of mountain lion? Aren't you afraid of anything or anybody?" Coyote, Grandma said that cold water of the river. Oh, you silly little turtle. Coyote picked the little turtle up, ran to the river, and threw her in and sat down to wait, because Coyote knew that little turtle would drown and float up, and then he'd have something to eat. But you know what happened? As Coyote was sitting there, little turtle swam up and stuck her head out of the river and said, "Oh, Coyote, thank you for the walk. It was a long walk back home." And Coyote sitting there and goes, "Ow, ow, 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 ow." And there was a raven on a tree, and the raven goes, "Ah, ah, Coyote, I like the way you sing." And Coyote says, "Hush, you silly bird. Can't you tell I'm crying?" So that is one of our traditional Apache teaching stories. And it's very simple. Grandma says, listen to your elders who love us enough, care for us enough to try and show us and protect us the way we are to live, the way we are to walk.